The first load started from the Finning-Cat La Negra sector in the Antofagasta region of Chile. The core of the load is a Cat 798 AC truck, one of the largest trucks in the world that has very high power. The very large and wide load requires 2 trucks to pull. On the backside, there is 1 truck that pushes and 1 truck as a backup, so that a total of 4 trucks participate in this transport. The weight of the load transported weighs 280 tons, where the truck will be sent to the Escondida BHP Mining Company. The journey is approximately 800 kilometers and takes 2 days to arrive at the unloading site location. What is surprising is the order for a very large number of trucks, namely 160 units of Cat 798 AC ordered by the Escondida Company. Some of the trucks are operated autonomously and some are operated using operators. Will this be a new history for the only company in South America, namely in Chile, which uses the most ultra-cala trucks in the world? Previously, the Escondida Company used Cat 797B, Cat 797F, and there were several Komatsu 960E5. Of course, this is good news for the people who work at the company. The 200-ton Cat 794 AC body was shipped to the Quebrada Blanca mine. The truck components are transported separately. Starting from the tires and hopper, they are transported using each truck. You might be wondering why the truck wasn't transported intact. The reason is because the road to the site is very difficult, traversing narrow hills. Many trucks carrying heavy loads even experienced wheel problems and were stranded for days on end. Right next to the right is an alternative route to go to the company. Trucks loaded with heavy equipment can take this shorter shortcut, which can save costs. The equipment that is being transported is from the Transtruck Transportation Service. The delivery of 794 AC trucks began last month and continues to this day, with 12 trucks arriving at the Quebrada Blanca Company entrance. The trucks were assembled in a different location, but not too far from the industrial center. This ensures that the trucks will not be moved too far. The delivery of the 224-ton Libe T284 heavy-duty truck, without tires and hopper, began at the Libe La Negra assembly plant in the Calama region. The massive truck will be delivered to the Collahuasi Mining Company, located in the world's driest desert in northern Chile. The route taken by the Ferrovial transportation team was extremely long, approximately 1,200 kilometers north. This posed a huge responsibility for the team, carrying a very expensive package through busy roads. Wow, what an amazing business. Sometimes people wonder how mining companies can afford such expensive trucks when the maintenance and fuel costs are just as high. Loaded with old trucks Series 797A, weighing 250 tons. The trucks transported were trucks taken from the Achacoya Mining Company. The trucks will then be repaired or rejuvenated. Many people wonder why retired trucks or other old equipment are left unused. At some mining companies, trucks that have exceeded their operating hours or are no longer fit for use are dismantled and sold to companies in need. Trucks that will be repaired are checked based on damage to the components. If the truck has very serious damage, this will make the company think twice about repairing the truck. Because the cost of spare parts is very expensive and the company prefers to buy a new truck. The next load is no less large. The Liebherr 9350 excavator, weighing approximately 254 tons, is transported using a gold hopper and pulled by 2 trucks, with 1 truck at the rear helping to push. If you look closely, there are incomplete components on the excavator, starting from the cabin, arms, and bucket. The reason is because the size is so long and high. This can cause the excavator to get stuck when passing under bridges and can also hit power cables or road signs. The excavator being transported belongs to the EPSA company, and this is our 10th delivery of the same model excavator to the Centinela Mining Company. Where the delivery was made last month, and not a few of our team encountered very heavy obstacles and challenges. Moving the X3600 boiled crab. Yes, you heard right. Here people call the Hitachi excavator boiled crab. Back to the main topic. The Hitachi X3600 being transported there is an excavator that was just assembled last month at the Drummond mine. This excavator weighs 344 tons. The plan is to place this large digger at the far end of the coal loading area, 35 kilometers away. It takes at least 2 gold hopers to transport an excavator weighing hundreds of tons. The team's toughest challenge is navigating high hills and downhill roads. Volvo FH540 trailer loaded with a fairly large Cat 793D. The truck will be sent to the Antofagasta copper mine in the north. The off-road trucks that are claimed are trucks that are used in other mines and then transferred to the same mining division or within the same company. There were 2 trailer trucks passing in front of me. They were loaded with P&H 4100 XPC sticks. The load they were transporting there weighed 120 tons. The trailer was carrying their packages to the Lomas Bayas company, and there were still several trailers behind it carrying other component parts such as buckets, track carbides, and others. How long is the stick there? And I will answer that question. Yes, the stick there is about 25 meters long. That is almost 2 times the length of a school bus. Three Mercedes trucks loaded with large blender boxes, and there is 1 truck at the very back that also carries parts of the components. In the mine, the function of the box is to crush rocks containing copper minerals and grind them into flour or small powder. Okay, now you understand. The box weighs long by center T tons, and the powered box is planned to be used by the Sierra Gorda Mining Company and will be placed not far from the loading and unloading location. The final part of the windmill mast delivery was truly extraordinary. 2 masts were transported. Each mast weighed hundreds of tons, which was much heavier than expected. There are 8 trucks that transport the component parts separately, starting from the turbine, propeller, and including the mast itself. This massive project will be built in a high, hilly area far from the hustle and bustle of the city. It aims to increase wind power generation. Dozens of windmills have already been built there, and it takes months to build a single windmill. It's truly an extraordinary project. Don't forget to subscribe to the Mining Equipment channel and share this video to get the latest information about heavy equipment.